It has definitely been a while, so let's grab a cup of coffee and go over the plans for the future, what the big hiccup was as far as not recording or posting, and maybe talk about how we're going to navigate this a little differently so that it's more doable for me. And I absolutely want to start by saying that I actually received a few messages from people who were concerned and asked why I hadn't posted in a while and asked if everything was okay. And I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that's really phenomenal that anyone even cared enough to reach out and that someone took the time to say, you know what, I'm here for you and I hope that we see you again soon and I'm thinking of you. And that's beyond meaningful and I'm beyond grateful for that. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it couldn't come at a better time, really, because I know that I've spoken about it before. It's been a hair over 2 months now since my mother passed, and it's a roller coaster, and that's how grief is, and we all know that. But lately, it's been really heavy. Like the grief has been sitting heavy, and my weight has been sitting heavy, and new financial issues have come, and they've been sitting heavy. So everything has just felt really like an anchor, right? Really draining. But that doesn't mean that I'm giving up. It just means that I'm trying to get my head around how to reassess. Because I talk about it all the time, right? Progress over perfection. I really do believe that. I don't believe that you have to have all of the answers at once. But sometimes a lot of things get thrown at you at once, and you just have to kind of navigate the waters a little differently. So I'm trying to be kind and trying to be patient and trying to be real with myself as to what it is that I can do as far as staying on track with my health goals, with my happiness and mental health goals, and my wellness goals. So being physically healthy as well, and my financial goals. So happy, healthy, wealthy, right? And the happy is emotional, and the healthy is my body and emotions, and the wealthy is like just making sure that financially everything's okay, and actually not okay, that financially everything's great, and right now it's not. So my happy, healthy, wealthy goals are struggling right now, as many do, as a lot of people do. So it's okay, right? We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a way together. I will certainly start to put one foot in front of the other more than I have in a more realistic way. So when it comes to the channel here, I want to continue to hold myself accountable. And again, I'm so thankful that the very few of you that reached out did, because I continue to talk about being held accountable. So I like that someone says, okay, well, you say that you're going to show up every day. Where are you? A. B, the reality of somebody reaching out makes you feel like, oh my gosh, maybe it makes a difference. Just even if it's in a small way. So I just am so grateful for that. So that sort of kick in the butt got me moving again to sit in front of the camera, even though we did go for a walk this morning. Windsor is just not walking the way he used to. He will not go very far. He is in pain. And I'm going to just continue these walks, probably the long walks anyway, because the small walks he has to continue to do. But the long walk and talks, I'm going to continue on my own. And that's another reality that's like, oh, another aging loved one and watching their body fail them. And it's just very hard. It's hard to do. So we're one step at a time, one day at a time. He still loves his walks. He just enjoys them much differently in much shorter bursts. He'll even stop and say, okay, yeah, we're good. So we've been on the trail a few times since we actually went this morning. He wouldn't go far. So, okay, we go as far as he wants to go, and then we come back. So for going forward, it'll be me on the longer walks. We do little romps and little walks around the neighborhood. I'll certainly be continuing to bring Windsor and talking to everyone here about continuing on my weight loss journey and my health journey and walking every day. I'm actually heading to New York next week, so I will continue. I'm going to actually start a calendar in my phone, times for recording, times for editing, and times for prep. I did that wrong, right? First you prep, then you record, then you edit, but either way, it's a cycle, right? I continue to do that cycle. If I can keep it up, every day is just not going to be realistic, and I have to be real about that. I wanted to do maybe every other day, so what I think I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to record every day myself on the scale. So this way, when I do release it and post it every week, you can see the daily updates and see it in real time. Day one, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the days of the week. As I get on the scale, hopefully you can then see the changes, which again is only the number on the scale, but seeing the change and hopefully the shrinkage in my appearance will motivate me to keep going, will motivate you to start on your journey and know that you're going to fumble and muck it up just like all of us do. But we get back up, we hear from people out here, we form communities, we support each other, and we keep going. So every week, I think I'll release them every Sunday morning so that this way, Saturday, if I need to make any tweaks to the edits, I can do that. Am I going to miss it sometimes? I really hope not. But maybe Saturday night I'll release it. So that this way, if I mess it up, then it's released Sunday morning. I think maybe that's what we'll do. Let's try for Saturday night. If I have any issues, then it'll be released Sunday morning. Every weekend, we're going to continue to do our Fab 50s Florida check-ins. And I want it to be more encompassing than just my weight and my health, because I do feel disappointed when I'm not sticking to that. When I have set out a certain target, realistic or not, and I haven't met it, it feels crummy. It feels terrible for me. It feels terrible to show up here and say, oh, wow, I missed that. But I think that it's necessary, A, to show up, B, to be real, and C, to maybe change it up and not make that my entire personality. And it's not my entire personality, and I've said that from the beginning. I really want this to be about our move from New York to Florida, the complete lifestyle change, the way we've adapted, the way maybe we haven't, the way that we are expecting certain things when we move somewhere, and maybe those expectations are met, and sometimes they're not. But either way, just loving the life that we do have. Always wanting more, striving for more, doing better, making our lives better, but living in the moment and enjoying where we are. So that's really a big part of it. And a big part of that is enjoying Disney, enjoying nature, enjoying bike rides. There's lakes everywhere, going and enjoying the water. I'm not a water sport person, but I do love kayaking. And I do just love walking near the water. So again, just incorporating more than me wallowing in my grief, me wallowing in my self-pity, and me being disappointed in not doing well with my weight loss, because I'm going to do better. Every day I'm going to do better. And every day I encourage you to do better. Do better for yourself, do better for your family, your mental health, your physical health, all of it, and write it all down. I'm getting more and more into the journaling. I have been, but I'm getting more and more into it because it's really meaningful. It means a lot. Even like little nonsense things I write down sometimes. Even if I never go back and look at it, and honestly, 99% of the time I don't go back and look at it. But every once in a while, I do go back and I sort of see that glimpse and I think, oh, okay, I've grown and I've changed and I think a little differently now. But even when I don't, just writing it down, it's almost a release. I feel like, and it's not, but it almost feels like when you're writing a checklist or a to-do list, and it's sort of taking it from your head to your hand to the pen to the paper and writing it down, and it feels like, okay, I've accomplished something. That's what it feels like when I'm doing this as well. Even just random nonsensical thoughts. I had this thought the other day. I don't know why, because I do love to sort of, I don't want to say decorate, because Yeah, I'll say decorate, not interior designer at all, but I do love to add color and add pops of inspiration, lots of plants, and paint and decorate my house. I love to do that. And the other day, I just thought I have all of this dark navy blue paint. The little vestibule, the little entry area in the front of our house. I want to paint the ceiling blue. I'm going to use that blue paint and paint it. I have no idea why I thought it. Something inspired me, obviously. Something beautiful on Pinterest, something that I saw maybe in someone else's house. And there's a lot of model houses going up, new houses going up around here with model homes. And every once in a while, when I walk through, I see um, these little pops of inspiration. I started thinking about that blue, and then I thought, I'm going to forget it, or I'm going to change my mind, and then I just wrote it down. Just that little tiny piece of ceiling, let's do it in dark blue. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I wrote it down, and even just doing that sort of satisfied that itch. And maybe I will do it, and maybe I'll bring you along. Maybe if you're interested in seeing me paint my ceiling and then make it beautiful and different and unique, let me know. Drop a comment. Uh, I love watching people decorate, especially those time lapse ones, which I'm not really very good at myself, but I do love watching them. They're fun. They're sometimes inspiring just to pick up other little pieces of little nuggets of inspiration, like painting your ceiling blue, doing something different, something outside the box, which I generally do. I have a lime green door on this side and a hot pink door on that side. I love it. I love color. I love playing with color. I love surrounding myself with color and pops of life and brightness and fun. So I'll bring you along to do that as well. All of that kind of circled back to say that me losing weight is important. It's actually very important for my health today and for my health tomorrow, for my longevity, but it's not everything. Menopause, like I'm sweating like a banshee now. Menopause for sure is kicking my butt. Okay. But menopause also doesn't define me. It's a big part of my sort of journey now because I just can't believe how little I knew about menopause. How little we still know about it. People are talking about it a lot more. I've been trying to absorb as much information as possible, learn, listen to people talking about their experiences, and listen to the experts. Experts know very little still too, so it's kind of like a science experiment. Let's try this and see if this sticks. Let's try that and see if that sticks. That's sort of the experts, and that's where it is that modern medicine is going with it. Like, let's throw medicine at it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trying medication. What I'm saying is even just the education about it and understanding what our bodies are going to do, what our bodies are going to stop doing, how we're going to be changing, how we're going to be holding weight everywhere. Those are things that I'm just stepping into and just learning more and more. And a lot of women are because we're just not taught that. So, again, this is not just about weight loss. It's not just about menopause. It's not just about Disney. It's not just about decorating. It's about an entire lifestyle in our 50s and beyond because we get the chance to reinvent ourselves, women, every day. We always get to be our best selves. We always get to be somebody different. So I encourage you to do that. Grab your coffee, join along every Saturday night, and you can watch Sunday morning. And let's form a community here where we're all supporting each other. And I just want to tell everyone again, thank you so much for the people who reached out with words of encouragement and words of concern. Every week I'm going to be here. I will try to do more, but for sure, please continue to reach out if I'm not here. And thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see everyone next week.